Hi everyone, so I'm back. This is only my third ASMR video that I'm posting. This video was meant to go out, or I was meant to record the video on New Year's Eve. That was the plan. However, that didn't go to plan. So I apologise to anyone who was waiting for that video. I had a couple of really nice comments, which I really appreciate. A lot went down and happened inside and outside of work over New Year's Eve. It's like everything just blew up, and I can't even explain it. But so after I posted my last video, we had I had a really crazy day in work with one of the other girls who works there. She used to be a manager, and something happened. I work in a hotel, for anyone who hasn't watched my other videos. So this girl in my work used to be the manager of the hotel, but she's not anymore. So she seems to still have this I don't know, how do you call it when someone still feels like they've got power but they actually don't? She's going on a power trip or something like that. So she basically, something happened in the hotel, and she basically stormed into the hotel at 3 in the morning because I work nights. So she stormed into the hotel at 3 in the morning, absolutely kicked off on some power trip, and just she's had a go at myself and the guy that I work with. And at first I was telling the guy that I work with, just bite your lip, don't react to it, just let her do what she's doing. But after everything went down in the morning time, she carried it on. Even though she'd gone home, it was 9 o'clock in the morning and I was meant to be finishing my shift, and she just carried on texting my phone and kicking off on me and absolutely harassing me. And she was actually at the time she was covering for the manager who was off. So she was meant to be supportive and be managing everything, but she was literally just texting me saying the craziest stuff, just absolutely ripping me apart, blaming me for things and blaming the other guy for things, saying that what happened in the hotel wouldn't have happened. And it's just, she just carried on going on and on and on. And it was 9 o'clock when she was sending all of this, and I'm meant to finish at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm sat there waiting for the next girl to turn up, and she didn't turn up. So I've texted her, this other girl who used to be a manager. I should really use names here, shouldn't I? But I'm not going to, because just make it I don't need to, because I'm going to stop talking about them in a second. But basically the girl who was meant to turn up on shift didn't turn up, so I've texted the other girl who was kicking off on me, who's covering for the manager, and said this person hasn't turned up. What should I do? Can you help me? And she didn't help me. Instead, she just continued to text me, and she actually started calling me names. So she was texting me harassing me, saying things were my fault, but she started name calling me too, with a few swear words. So I can't even repeat what she was saying because it's bad, but she basically just went way too far and kicked off. So I ended up waiting in work for an extra hour until somebody walked in, part of the housekeeping department came in, and I had to sit there and say to them can you please stay here and take over so I can go home, because nobody's turned up and nobody's helping me. So I don't know what to do. So they were yeah, that's cool. I sent the complaint through a few days later, just basically outlining everything that happened, and like I screen recorded like all the chat and stuff, and just like from when she was messaging me, like bullying me basically, and like sent it through with the complaint too. And touch wood, she hasn't been in for the whole of like last week. Like she wasn't in. I don't know what happened, but I'm assuming that the complaints went to the right person, and you know they're looking into it because she didn't turn into work. I don't know whether like they're not giving me any information on it though. Like I don't know whether that's because she's been told not to, or because she's chose not to. So hopefully she's been told not to be honest. But the whole thing just like proper like really stressed me out, and it came up to like New Year's Eve, and I was in work, so I was kind of like, my head was just all over the place, and you know, I'm working on New Year's Eve. Like, I didn't celebrate Christmas by choice, but like I thought maybe I could celebrate like New Year, but I ended up going into work. So I'm in work when all like the fireworks are going off and stuff at midnight, and I'm just by myself like on the phone to my actual manager, going through like everything that's happened and how it happened and blah de blah, and it was just like I've enjoyed working in the job for so long, and for something like that to happen, like before it all happened, people told me like, you know, she wasn't a nice person and stuff, but like I literally told everyone like I'll make my own opinion of it, because like even if people tell me like someone's not a nice person or something like that, like I won't listen to it. Like I'd rather just make my own opinion of that person, if that makes sense. Because, you know, sometimes people are wrong, do you know what I mean? So, you know, I defended this woman for so long, and the fact that she acted how she acted and spoke to me and called me the thing she called me, like, I was like, oh my god, like, that's actually nuts. Like, it stressed me out so much. And I spent like New Year's Eve, I was meant to post a video, as I said, but my head was just in the complete wrong place. And then to top it off, the house that I've got, the one that I'm in right now, the boiler decided to break for some unknown reason, which is just fantastic. So on top of all the stress that I was dealing with in work, like the boiler in my house decided to break, and I really couldn't put my finger on what it was at first. Like I tried a few things to fix it, but it just didn't work. So I ended up like, in the end, like just calling some guy up and like just asking him to come out, and to be fair, he came out like straight away, and within like from the point that I called him, like an hour later he was at my house, and like an hour or like 40 minutes max maybe after that it was fixed, and I just paid him and he left, and it's been fine ever since. So I can't really complain about that. But for a couple of days, like my house was just like really cold, and like I couldn't even like you literally like you turn on like the hot water and the boiler would just make this horrid noise like it was about to blow up or something. So that was fun. And then I went back to my mum's, because obviously I've been staying at my mum's a lot lately, and like I'm thinking to myself, like I'm just like trying to relax and calm down, and I'm thinking like I'm a bit devastated because I wanted to post an ASMR video on New Year's Eve and I didn't. So I'm like sat there like checking my channel, and I'm looking at like the days go on and on and on, and I'm thinking to myself like, oh my god, like I'm committed to doing this ASMR thing, and I haven't posted a video when I planned to, and it just kept like a day kept passing by, and there was a couple of occasions where I was like, let me just record this video now, and then someone would start making noise in the house, because my mum always has like guests around and stuff, or she'd make noise herself, or like the dogs would make noise or something like that. neighbours or something, like, or there'd be planes constantly flying over because we live near the airport. So I feel like every time I tried to make the video, I just couldn't. So that was stressing me out. And yeah, it was just a really, like, it got to the point where, like, I opened my channel and I was like, oh my god, like, it's coming up to like 2 weeks since I posted my last video. So I was like, I need to post a video. And then, of all things to happen, like, just before I say, a bit of background story is, like, I have my own house and stuff, but I don't live there, someone else lives there, like, in my house, and, like, pays for it and stuff. I just let them. So I only drop in, like, every now and then, because it's a 3-bedroom house, like, they don't need it all. So and it's a person close to me as well, by the way, it's not a stranger. So that's a situation with my house. But the reason for me staying in my mum's is to, like, save money, to pay, like, some financial stuff off, like financial debt, and like, obviously move into my own place closer to where I work, which is in, like, the city, like the main city centre. And of all things to happen after the couple of weeks that I had, my mum turned round to me and said she's getting kicked out of her house. And I was just like, oh my god, like, bro, why? And I was like, when are you getting kicked out? And she was like, 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, she was like 2 months. And I was like, bruh, like, I worked out that I'd be financially in the position I need to be to pay certain things and get my own flat in 3 months minimum. And now in 2 months, I have to save as much as possible and then somehow get a place, like, last minute. So I'm still, to be completely honest, like, really tight for time and stuff like that. Like, my schedule is just, it's just me working as much as I can, as many hours as I can, as many days as I can, and then trying to plan in the background, like, and plot, like, what I'm gonna do, because in 2 months technically I'm not gonna have anywhere to stay. So yep, that's fun. But yeah, that's why, pretty much, I feel like I've just spent, like, we're on 13 minutes now, I've just spent 13 minutes of this video justifying and explaining why I haven't posted a video when I plan to on New Year's. So, sorry about that. But hopefully everyone forgives me after hearing all of this. But yeah, other than that, I'm okay. I don't want to, like, laugh into the mic, but I'm okay. I feel like I'm a strong-minded person most of the time, like, most of the time. But I feel like I'm a strong-minded person, and yeah, I'm staying positive, and I'm a big believer in, like, what will be will be. Like, there's too many occasions in my life where I've tried to control the uncontrollable, and it's just like, I've learned, like, it's pointless. Sometimes you just have to let things be, and, you know, just what's gonna be will be at the end of the day. So hopefully things are gonna be okay for me, and obviously I'm still gonna post a video. It's gonna be in, like, 4 or 5 days time. I'm gonna give myself a few days to sort of relax. I mean, I'm really grateful that I'm recording this video right now, to be honest. Like, nobody's making, I don't want to jinx it, actually, I'm not even going to say that, but no, I was going to say nobody's making noise. Like, there's been no distractions, so I'm jinxing it. Hopefully the mic didn't pick that up though, because it was quite a deep sound. I don't even know what that was. I think it was next door. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just get this video up. And I know I haven't really I don't want anyone to think of this video as like me like moaning and complaining or being like all depressed and stuff, because it's not. I'm just like my aim of this channel is to just ramble, because that's what I like to do, and like I need to get things off my chest and out of my head, and doing ASMR videos is a nice place to do that, to just sit down and just like even me doing this video now is like and like saying everything I've said in the way and the order that I've said it. It's like it's took some weight off my shoulders, because I don't think I spoke about it to like anyone. Like obviously like the work thing, I've spoken to people about the stuff in work, but it's like just everything that's happened with like my house and like everything that's happening with my mum's house, like I haven't really spoke to anyone about it, so I've sort of just been like sitting with it on my mind, and you know, just praying that things go well for me and work out for me. So yeah, bit of a crazy couple of weeks, but we'll be alright. So I am gonna post another video, and I will post another video because, and I'm gonna end the video on good news actually. I'm 100% gonna post another video in about 4 days. It might be less actually, because the system that I've got right now is just it's a bit wild, to be honest. Like I've got wires hanging plugged in on like a flexible tripod, you know, one of the tripods where like you put it down and then like you extend the pole up and it's like really thin, and like I've got to like hold the mic here and sit in a certain position on the end of this sofa bed in the spare bedroom of my house. And like cause I don't know whether anyone knows how like the Blue Yeti sets up with your camera, but you've got to like, I've got like one wire dangling down to the extension, and then the wire of the Blue Yeti like wrapped around and like linking in with that other wire going to the power. So if I move this mic too much or move my wire too much, it shakes the thin tripod that I've got, and I feel like it's just like having to like sit in this certain position. It's not really comfortable. So I've ordered a new tripod online. It was quite expensive, but it's an absolute beast, and it's like oh my god, it's gonna be so much easier. It's like a strong like heavy duty one, but like a really like high one as well, or low, whichever you choose to put it on. But it's also got like different like a normal tripod just goes up, but the one I'm getting goes like along too, if that makes sense. So instead of like shooting like just videos like up and stuff, or instead of just having the camera like on a stick pointing up, you can actually sorry, someone's making noise downstairs. But instead of like the tripod just standing up, I can actually like use it to like sit back and like chill like in like a chair or something, you know, like a recliner, and just like bring the camera to me instead of me having to sit in front of the camera. So I'm happy about that. It gets delivered tomorrow. I'm gonna get it out, I'm gonna set it up, I'm gonna test it, I'm gonna see how good it is, I'm gonna see how comfortable it is, I'm gonna see if it works the way I'm hoping it's gonna work. And if it does, it's gonna be so much easier to post videos, because I have to post or I have to record a video in a place where it's quiet and a place where I can set everything up, and I'm limited to that. So to be able to just get this absolute beast of a tripod and just be like boom, sit back anywhere and just like have the flexibility of the camera being where I need it to be, it's gonna be so much easier. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna get that tomorrow and unbox it, and then hopefully in a few days I'm because I'm just moaning about all the. And I should contradict myself. I've said multiple times in this video, I'm not moaning. But hopefully, everybody still enjoyed the video, even though I was talking about slightly negative things that happened over the past 2 weeks. But that's just what this channel's for. It's just me to ramble, and sometimes